Guys, if you're new here, I'm Missy and welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back to my channel. So we're just going to get right into the video today. Today is going to be another installment in Declutter series. So these are all my primers. So I have around 30 face primers and around 15, 16 eye primers. And I think we're going to start with the eye primers first. So let's just move the face primers to the side here. Alright, so let's get started. So let's start with these. So this is my NYX glitter glue. I use this with all my shimmers to give the extra pop and have a nice sticky tacky adhesive. So I'm going to keep that one. And then this one from AOA Studio is a tacky base primer. And I use it the same way I use the NYX glitter glue. So I'm going to keep it as a backup for when I run out of the NYX glitter glue as a more affordable option. Next, we have the Glam Light Eye-cing base in Buttercream. This is one of my top favorite eye primers. I just like how this sets down and kind of covers up, redness and any imperfections on the eyelid. It gives me a nice solid base for eyeshadows. So I'm definitely keeping this one. And then next in here, we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills mini version of the eye primer. This is another favorite, but it's kind of pricey. That's why I have the mini. So, I'm definitely going to be keeping this one as well. And then next we have the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. I believe it's in like a white. I haven't even used this and it looks like it's already starting to dry up. I'm sure it could probably be revived, but I don't reach for it, so I'm just going to declutter it. All right, so next in here, we have this one that I got in a subscription box. I believe it was the AI Beauty box. This is from Touch and Soul. It's a No Poreblem eye primer. I don't really care for this. Like I wanted to because it's got like a sponge applicator, but it's more of like the silky type eye primers, which is not my favorite. So I'm going to declutter this one. And next in here, we have this one. This is from Lovecraft Beauty. I haven't used this one yet to try out, so I think I'm going to keep it for now to see if I like it or not. Yeah, so I'm going to put that in the keep pile. Let's see. We have this one. This is from AOA Studio. You can get from Shop Miss A. Same with the tacky base. This is the soft base. I do really like this one because it does remind me of the Glam Light Eye-cing and the ABH. The only thing is with this one, you do have to shake it up every time before you use it because it does kind of liquefy and settle. So that's the only downfall to this one, but this one is a lot cheaper than the other two. But yeah, I'm going to keep this one as well. And then next, we have this Profusion eyeshadow primer that I got in a advent calendar, I believe it was, for Profusion. I don't like this one. It's like that slippy material as well, and like I've told you guys, I don't really care for that. So I'm going to declutter this one from Profusion. This one here, this is Thank Me Later eyeshadow primer from Elizabeth Mott. Let me see what the texture is like with this one because I cannot remember. Okay. Yeah, that seems like that slippy material that I don't like. So I'm going to declutter that one as well. Okay. Next in here we have this stick primer from LaGirl. This is the Pro Primer High Definition. I really like this. It kind of reminds me of this Sigma one, just not as good as the Sigma one, but pretty close. So I am going to keep this one because I do like this one. And then we have the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. I know a lot of people like this one, but I don't like it. It's not my favorite. So I'll probably end up giving this one to my sister because she actually really likes this eye primer. So I'm going to declutter that one. Then we have this. It's technically not an eye primer. It's more just like an eye pencil. But it does make a good eye primer. But right now I'm going to put this in the maybe because I'm not sure if I actually want to keep it or not. Alright, next we have this ColourPop Party Proof Eye Primer. I don't like this primer. I was hopeful when ColourPop came out with one, but again, it's more like the Urban Decay type. It's the slippy type primer, and I don't like the slippy type primer, so I'm going to declutter this one. And then we have the Sigma eyeshadow base primer, I believe in Persuade. I like this one a lot. It does dry down and it grips the shadow really good. So I'm going to keep this one. And then lastly, in the eye primers, we have this Essence Prime Like a Boss eyeshadow base. I don't like this one for the same reason I don't like all these other ones. It's like that silky, slippy type material. And that's just not my style of eyeshadow base that I prefer. So I'm going to declutter this one. And you know what? I think I've got plenty of eyeshadow primers over here that I'm going to declutter this as well. Alright, so let's count up the eyeshadow primers and see how many I kept versus how many I decluttered. So I kept 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I kept 8, and I decluttered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's pretty good. A nice even number between the two. I am very happy with that. All right, so let me clear this out, and then I'll pull out the face primers. All right, so I thought I would start with these. So these are from Wet n Wild. This is a primer serum, the In Love with Cocoa one. I'm going to declutter this because I never reach for it. As you can see, I've had it a while and I've only used about that much. So I'm just going to declutter it, pass it on to someone else. Same, these are all kind of from the same collection. This is the Wet n Wild Honey one, Be Mine Honey. Same thing. Looks like there's even more left in this one. So I'm going to pass this on to a friend. And same with the My Cherry Amour. Still quite a bit left, so I'm going to declutter it as well because I just don't reach for these type of serums, primer serums. This one, though, from the Carebears Wet n Wild collection, I do really like. It gives a nice brightening effect under makeup, so I am going to keep this one. Okay, next, let's grab the two color correcting ones. So we have this Essence Redness-reducer-primer, and then we have this Wet n Wild Glass Correct one in green. I definitely want to keep the Wet n Wild Glass one because it gives a nice glowy base as well. And this one is going to go in the maybe pile for now. All right. Next, let's do kind of the glowy ones that I have. So this is technically like a you can kind of use it as a BB cream, a concealer, a highlighter, primer, all that kind of stuff. I use it as a glowy primer. This is the Maybelline Perfector 4-in-1 in the shade Light, 01 Light. I really like this. As you can see, I've used quite a bit so far. So, I mean, I've still got a lot, but I've still used a decent amount. But I am going to keep this. Okay. On the same spectrum of that, so I have two of these, the other ones around here somewhere, of the e.l.f. Halo Glow. I really like these, I do, but the other one that I don't have on hand right now, I did use, and I noticed about 6 months in, it started to smell horrible. And so I thought maybe it was because, you know, you're putting the applicator on your face and it is like getting bacteria back in the bottle. But this one here, I bought it the exact same time. I have not used at all, and it smells the same way. So it does say 6 months on the back of the bottle. So I suggest if you buy these, you better use it up within the 6 months, because both of mine went rancid. I'm not happy about that, because these were a little pricey for what they were, and I didn't even get to use this one at all. So I'm going to declutter this one. I mean, it's going to go in the trash, obviously, because I can't pass this on to someone. It stinks. All right, so next in like the glowy primer, for me, I use this L'Oreal Paris TrueMatch Lumi Glotion in 902 Light Glow. I really like this. So I'm going to keep this as well, because I use it and the Maybelline one quite a bit. So I'm going to keep both of those, obviously. Next in here, oh, I missed a color corrector one. So this is the LaGirl Pro Prep HD Color Correcting Face Primer in green. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile for now, and then I'll come back and revisit and kind of compare this to the Essence one and see which one I like better. Okay, so down to the, I think these are the last two glowy ones, I think. So we have the Wet n Wild Glass Correct Primer. This is the Brighten one. I do like this one. I tend to use the green one a little bit more for my redness, but I'm getting pretty close to being out of the green one. So I am going to keep this one. And then we have the Becca First Light Priming Filter Instant Complexion Refresh. Oh, this is brand new. I haven't even used this. I think I got this at like Ross. So I am going to keep this because I do want to try it. And I'll try it out, and if I don't like it, I will pass it on. But for now, I'm going to keep. Okay. Next, let's move on to kind of like hydrating and mattifying ones. All right, so we have the ColourPop No Filter Primer. I do like this one. So yeah, I'm going to keep this one. And then we have the Cover FX Water Cloud Primer plus Pollution and Blue Light Defense. I never reach for this. I got this in a subscription box and I never reach for it. It's still pretty full. I think I used it once. I'm going to declutter this one. Okay. Next we have the Wet n Wild Water Drop Primer in Coconut. Fun fact about me, I love coconut scents. It's one of my favorite scents. Let me see if this actually does smell like coconut. Yeah, it definitely does. It's not even open, brand new. So I'm going to keep this and try it out. See if I like it. And then next in here we have the NYX Shine Killer. So I get pretty oily around my forehead area and kind of like basically my T-zone area mostly. But I used this and it didn't really do much for me, so I think I'm just going to declutter this one. I'm going to find a better mattifying primer. So if you guys know a really good mattifying primer for my T-zone, let me know. And then we have this one. This is the Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Primer from ColourPop. I really like this one. It gives a nice kind of like hydrated, glowy complexion underneath my makeup. And my makeup does last pretty good throughout the day with it. So I'm going to keep that one. And then we have, looks like let's work on the kind of like pore ones, the pore filling ones. So this is from Touch and Soul. This is the No Poreblem Primer. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile for now because it does have a bit of a fragrance to it that is a little worrisome to me because I have to be careful with certain fragrances. So I'm going to put that in the maybe for now. All right, then I have two of the Professional Pore Primers from Benefit. These are the original. I do want to try the light because this can be a little heavy at times, but this is my favorite pore filling primer as of now. I haven't really tried very many, but this is my favorite, so I'm going to keep both of these. Then we have the Essence Poreless Plus Skin Blurring Putty Primer. This is a decent primer. I didn't really hate it or anything. So I already have the Professional one, so I'm just going to declutter this one. All right, now we have this Grown Alchemist one. This is an anti-pollution primer. This is, I think, like a deluxe sample size. I got this through Ipsy to try because I keep some smaller primers like this in my bathroom. So that's what I got it for. So I'm going to keep this for now to try out. Then we have this one. This brand is pretty pricey. I don't know how to say it. It's like Avant or Avant. I'm not sure. This is the Pro Collagen Isododecane Trolamine. A lot of words I cannot pronounce, basically. But it's a Pro Perfecting Collagen Primer. Let me smell this one, because if I remember, I think it smells highly of perfume. Yeah, not really a fan of this one. I didn't really notice anything from it, so I'm going to declutter this one. All right, so last in that little section, we have the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer. I haven't tried this yet. I picked up the smaller version of it to give it a try because I know quite a few people love this one for pore filling. So I want to try it out and see if maybe it'll replace the Professional as my favorite or not. So I'm going to keep that. All right, now we should be into, I think, my gripping primers, maybe. So we have a mini of the Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer. Yeah, I'm going to keep this because I want to try this out to see if I like the face primer. I don't like the eye primer. That's why I decluttered it. So I want to try the face primer. But I do like the All Nighter setting spray. That is one of my favorites. So I'm going to try this out. See how I like it. So we have this Essence Fix and Last Jelly Primer. I really like this one. It does a good job of gripping down my foundation and the rest of my makeup, so I'm definitely keeping this. Next we have the Essence. This is the Hydro Hero Primer. This is a hydrating primer. It does just that. When I use this, my face looks very hydrated underneath. And I know it's kind of weird for someone who says they have oily skin to kind of use a hydrating primer, but I'm also in my 40s, and it's important to make my skin look a little more hydrated as well underneath my makeup. So I do really like this one. So yeah, I think I'm going to keep this one too. All right, next we have the NYX Plump Right Back with Avec Electrolytes Mix. This is a plumping serum plus primer. It does grip the makeup too. I have used it twice now, and I do really like the way my makeup looks when I use it, so I'm going to keep this one. And then we have the LYS Secure Skin Gripping Serum Primer. I think I've only used this once. No, I haven't used this at all. This is brand new. So I'm going to try this out, see how I like it. So for now, I'm going to keep it. And then lastly, we have the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I do have a poreless putty primer too in another basket that I'll add to the totals that I forgot to add in. So I'm going to keep this one because this is the one with the niacinamide. I haven't tried this yet, and I want to try it out. So yeah, I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to keep the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer because I do like it as well. Okay, so let me gather everything up and decide, well, let me go back with the maybes here and decide what I want to declutter. Yeah, so let's see. These are the maybes. Oh, wait. I wanted to declutter this one, so that needs to go there. So, out of the two poreless ones, I think I'm going to declutter the Essence one. I want to give this another try. So I'll keep the Touch and Soul one. And then out of the two green corrector ones, I'm going to keep the LA Girl one, and I'm going to declutter the Essence one. All right, let me gather these up and count my total, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, and I separated them out, and it looks like I decluttered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I decluttered 9, and I kept 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, counting the putty primer that I don't have over here. So I didn't do as well on this one. Hopefully, as I use some of the other ones that haven't been opened yet, and I discovered like I don't like them, then I will declutter some more. But if I do, I will update it in the pinned comment and in the description box if I decluttered any more after this video. But yeah, that is where we're at with today's declutter of my face and eye primers. And I hope you guys stay tuned. I'm trying to do some more declutters before the end of the year. Hopefully I'll be able to. I appreciate it if you guys would like and subscribe down below. It really helps my engagement. And you guys got me over 100, so I really appreciate that for subscribers. So now I'm going for 150. I mean, my ultimate goal is to get 500 because that allows me to do AdSense and stuff on my videos. So I'd appreciate it if I really get to that. But right now, I'd be happy to get to 150 and then move up from there. Leave a emoji down below that represents your favorite type of primer, whether it's gripping, glowy, hydrating, mattifying, whatever an emoji like that would represent to you. Again, like and subscribe down below. Really helps my channel, and I would appreciate it. Until next time, guys. Bye.